Welcome back, everybody. This is Drew Dobbins again. We have made it to part 7 of our Basic Concepts and Fundamentals video series. This is number 7 out of number 8. We've almost made it. We're going to cover your target heart rate during this video. Hopefully you've had a chance to view the previous videos. Here we are with number 7. So as we talk about target heart rate, there's an old school method, 220 minus your age times your intensity is your target heart rate for that workout. That's the old school method. We're going to move toward new modern day scientific method. It's called the Karvonen Method. It's more scientific because it factors in your resting heart rate, your current fitness level, your resting heart rate, and that's the best method we have right now to determine your target heart rate. So we're going to use that method. I want to show you how to use the numbers, crunch in the numbers, and we're going to figure out your own personal target heart rate together. Okay. So again, I'm going to blow up this presentation, and you're going to hear my voice over it, and we're going to do part 7, target heart rate. Okay. Here we go. Let me enlarge this. Okay, so if you watched my previous videos, especially the one before this one, we're really starting to get to the nitty gritty. We're starting to move away from fitness assessment, the one-on-one talking. Now we're starting to move into the weight room. Okay, and we've determined our duration, our short-term and long-term goals. Now it's time to measure your target heart rate. Your target heart rate measures the intensity you're working during exercise. And again, we're going to move away from that old school method. We're going to use the Karvonen method because it's the most accurate and scientific way we have right now to determine your target heart rate, because it factors in your your heart rate, which is your current fitness level. Because the old school way, I mean, maybe working out 220 minus your age times 0.7, 70% intensity level. But at the end of my workout, I'm really not tired. I haven't sweated. Can't even see sweat on my shirt. Doesn't feel like I really got a good workout in. Okay, so we're going to get away from that. We're going to use the Karvonen method to put in your current fitness level, and hopefully you get something out of this. You use the Karvonen method at home. You can follow the example below. So your next workout, you can really feel like you've done something and walked out of the weight room feeling accomplished. Okay, so first we need to determine our training intensity. So the general population, during our fitness assessment, we're going to initially set them up at 60 to 65% of their target heart rate. I'm using this for example because I don't know your current fitness level at home who's watching this, so we're going to treat it as such. So basically, a first timer who comes into the gym, after they've gotten acclimated to exercising for an extended period of time and got over the neuromuscular inhibitors, and their coordination improves and the muscles are starting to grow, they've gotten through the hypertrophy phase, we're going to stick at the 60 to 65% training intensity for basic overall health. Bullet point number 2, high intensity and fat burn. So as we talked earlier, we got that long-term goal. We want to be ready for beach season. We got to get our body ready for beach season, and we determined that duration for healthy weight loss per week is 1 to 2 pounds, and we've determined that it's going to take 10 weeks, 2 to 3 months to get there. So every time we go in the weight room, we need to make sure that we are being efficient and burning lots of calories. Okay, so we're going to have to work at a higher intensity as a general fitness person. Okay, so we're not going to start you out at 80%. We're going to try to eventually get there We may start you out at the 60 to 65%, but we're going to gradually increase our intensity and try to get to that 80% target heart rate. Okay, so we were walking out of there, our shirts sweat, we were feeling accomplished, proud of ourselves. We actually worked in quotations, worked out high intensity fat burn up to 80%. Okay, so if you look at the bottom of the page, you're going to see in red, that's the breaking it down for you. 220 minus your age equals your maximum heart rate. Then you're going to take your maximum heart rate minus your resting heart rate. So to determine your resting heart rate, you've all done this before, you know, at home. Let me minimize the screen. So 220 minus your age equals your max heart rate. Then you're going to take your max heart rate minus your resting heart rate. So you can find your resting heart rate in your neck here. Feel your pulse here, or you can feel it in your wrist, you know, right here. Light pressure on your wrist. So you can take a clock and, you know, count it, your pulse for 15 seconds and then multiply it by 4 to equal a full minute, or you can, you know, do the most accurate way of, you know, counting the pulses for 60 seconds. So you can determine your resting heart rate for a minute. Okay, so 220 minus your age, maximum heart rate minus your resting heart rate. It could be whatever. It could be 55, 60, 65, 70 beats per minute. And that's going to equal your heart rate reserve. Okay, and then finally, you're going to take that number, your heart rate reserve, multiply it by your training intensity. Okay, so if we go up, you know, your general fitness person, we're going to start you out at 60 to 65%. High intensity fat burn, we're going to eventually get you the 80%. So for this example, let's say heart rate reserve times your training intensity, let's start you out at 60%. So that number is going to be 0.6. Okay, so heart rate reserve times 0.6 plus you're going to add back your resting heart rate. Okay, heart rate reserve times training intensity plus your resting heart rate, and that's going to equal your target heart rate for that workout. So there you have it. We've used the Karvonen method to determine your target heart rate, factoring in your current resting heart rate, your current fitness condition. So hopefully, you know, you figure this out before you go into the gym next time. And then when you're using your Fitbit or your Apple Watch or on the treadmill, bike, you use those heart rate monitors to determine where you're at during the course of your workout. It's going to help you gauge where you are. Are you working hard enough? Are you not working hard enough? Okay. If I'm 10, 15 minutes in my workout, you know, and I'm trying to burn some fat today and I'm only at 40% intensity, you know, that tells me that I need to crank it up a little bit because I'm not using my time wisely here. You know, I gotta lose those 20 pounds by beach season. You know, I gotta look good out there. Okay. So hopefully you understand the scientific method and then are able to apply it. Okay, there I go. I give you kind of a full example there on this last slide. 220 minus 50 equals 170. I'm giving you a 50-year-old person as an example. 220 minus a 50-year-old equals 170. That's going to be their maximum heart rate. Then I'm going to take the maximum heart rate of 170 minus 65 beats per minute. Okay, that 50-year-old had a 65 beat per minute pulse. That comes out to a heart rate reserve of 105. Then I'm going to take 105 and I'll multiply it by our training intensity of 65%, 0.65. And then I'm going to add back their beats per minute, the resting heart rate of 65, and that comes out to 133. Okay, so when we go in the weight room, okay, we're going to exercise at 65% of your target heart rate, and he's going to try to attain that 133 beats per minute, and they're going to try to sustain that number throughout the duration of the workout, because that means we're going to burn more calories. Okay, so that's our goal during our workout, is to sustain, to reach and sustain that 133 beats per minute during our workout. Again, hopefully this is something to think about. Hopefully you got something out of it. Like the button, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and we're going to move on to video number 8. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, and bye-bye.